Melody. Hey, my name is Jamie Lambert, and in this video, I'm going to show you three things you can start doing today that will help you start renting more dumpsters. And people ask why in the heck do I do this? Honestly, I'm an idiot to give this stuff away for free, but I know most dumpster rental companies are too busy running the day-to-day business to worry about how Google searches can increase their dumpster rental. Sometimes the only hesitation on hiring somebody is they don't know who the expert is with. So I found that by giving dumpster rental companies a free and easy attack plan of actual things they can do today to start increasing their dumpster rentals have resulted in some of those companies seeing the value that I can bring to the table and want more info or even, a customized SEO strategy from me. So if at the end of this video you can see the value that I can bring to the table and increase your dumpster rentals, I'll have a link in the email to schedule a call for a more detailed look at it. Or you can simply take action yourself with a free attack plan, and that worked for me too. Melody, take a look at your website. Everything looks great on it. You got your contact us buttons, you got your call buttons. I like the logo and the trucks. This is, could probably go away with, the little cookie thing there. But as you scroll down, it looks like you've done a pretty good job with your website. But the $1 million question, is it moving dumpsters for you and is it making money? So we use a paid tool called Eris. We pay a couple $100 a month for it, and you can see you just punch the website in there, and it spits out all this mumbo jumbo numbers that makes you go cross-eyed. But at the end of the day, this right here, your traffic, you got 166 visits a month coming in. All these numbers are monthly. And then Google is recognizing your site for 124 buyer intent keywords. So if we click on those keywords, you'll kind of see this is where your traffic's coming from. And you can see the dumpster rental Columbus, Ohio search. You're sitting, at the bottom of the first page, so not bad. You're bringing in 46 visits a month from that search, of 1,300 a month. So that's kind of where the majority of your traffic is coming from. And then you got some coming from London. Looks like you're first there. And then, people searching dumpster guys, which obviously you would show up for when they're searching you directly. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a closer look at the big search, which is dumpster rental Columbus, Ohio. And as you can see, it's 1,300 a month with a traffic potential of 2,000 a month. And basically, like we said, you're at the bottom of the first page sitting right here, and you're getting, what we say, 46 visits a month from. So if we look at the actual search on Google, the very first thing that you normally see is you'll see ads come up here, and most clients will pass this by. If those aren't handled properly, you can waste a lot of money in just a few months with no return on investment. And then you can see, the next thing we go to and the first thing we look at is the Google Map Pack. And this is where 40% of your clicks come from. Citations are a valuable asset to go get to make this possible. And I'll touch on this in a few minutes, but it's very vital to leverage yourself in the top three. And it looks like you guys are sitting about 22nd right now, on the Google Business Profile. And then you have the organic search, and this is where 60% of the clicks come from. Content with buyer intent keywords and backlinks are the main ingredient to dominate this area. And as you can see, Dumpster Today and affordable dumpsters are dominating this organic search. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to pull up, we're going to do the same thing for affordable dumpster, which is affordabledumping.com. And you can see, from that same search that you were getting 46 visits a month, they're getting 630 just by being up, 6 or 7 spots, on that organic list. So then if we go back to this page here, you can kind of see where, like I said, buyer intent keywords and backlinks. So your buyer intent keywords, Google is recognizing them for 425, whereas yours for that search are around 91, and then they're 335 backlinks compared to your 27. So just by those two numbers, increasing them to that area, there's a difference of about 600 600 visits a month, that's just floating out there. So just by implementing some buyer intent keywords correctly on your site and grabbing some powerful citations and then copying and dominating your competition's backlink will start moving your site up in the map pack and those few spots in organic rank. And it's not about affordable dumpster being smarter. It's just about leveraging the three core pillars for those Google robots to see. And content, citations, and backlinks. So you're thinking this guy promised a solution to all this for free, and yeah, I did. And here, content, citations, and backlinks. My business name is .com Digital Real Estate. And I chose that for a reason. Your online presence is a valuable piece of digital real estate, and it is a very vital property that can take your business to where you dream of. To that free attack plan. Here it is. Content is king. Content wants your site to be filled with buyer intent keyword. People want at least 1,500 words worth of content on your homepage, and they want it filled with wording that tells them what you do and where you do it. Just like your dumpsters, trucks, and employees kind of show the public what you do. You have to show what you have and what you do to Google as well, and you have to do it more powerful than your competition. The second thing is citations. What information do you print on your dumpsters and trucks? Name, address, phone number. That's an online citation. Your NAP listed on online directories such as BBB, Yelp, City Star. Your Google business profile can grab up 40% of those call clicks, not just clicks, but call clicks. So it depends on it a ton. Your competition has about 150 of them, and you're fitting somewhere around 50. So what we would do is go make sure you had 150, and then go grab another 50 to 100 just to be able to dominate your competition. And also some citations are more important than others. Just like a billboard is more important than 100-yard signs. So by grabbing the more powerful and authoritative citations, you'll see a dramatic difference in your calls per month from your Google business profile. And last and certainly not least is the backlink. Everybody loves referrals, correct? So that's basically what a backlink is. It's a referral from another site to yours. All backlinks are not created equal. Google likes quality over quantity, and also relevance, to the dumpster rental business. So, a blog from a, contractor website is going to be more valuable than a link from Pizza Hut, because obviously you're not selling pizza. So we would copy your competition's powerful backlinks and then go get another 50, to make sure we're dominating them here as well. So again, the reason for this video is that I wanted to show you what's out there, for you to move more dumpsters, and not just tell you and you take my word for it like other marketing companies do. I want to take your online property and dominate your area. That's what I do, and that's what I specialize in. So if you found this video valuable for your business and you would like to talk more about getting to one all over Google, click the link in the email to schedule a deeper dive into your dumpster rental business. I want to get to know what you want with your business so we can figure out a custom strategy just for you. No obligation, just see if we fit together, and more value for you and your company. Melanie, I appreciate your time watching this video and look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.